his underwear at least once a day. Today's episode, we're going to talk about, thank God that the Democrats don't know how to shoot, because they are fucking idiots. Thank God for that, because we don't want our president hurt. We want him to continue to fuck around with Iran. We want him to continue to piss off the Democrats as much as humanly possible. We can talk about Congresswoman, I believe that's her pronouns, is Congresswoman Omar, and apparently the missing 9 world wars that we didn't know about. In case anybody's wondering, we'll talk more about that. That and much more coming up on Idiocracy Talk Radio.
It's Idiocracy, but you gon' see the value and respect though when you talk with me. So come on, baby, walk with me. It ain't a topic that the crew can't touch. Share our views and our vibe. What we hide? It ain't much. This ain't bluffs, this the crew, yeah, we got it. Share our thoughts and our views, you can't stop it. Said this ain't bluffs, it's the crew, yeah, we got it. Idiocracy. Tell us what's the topic.
What's our topic?
All right. Again, welcome to another episode of Idiocracy Talk Radio. I'm Dr. B. We got Matt, and we got $5, a.k.a. Josh, the guy that changes his name like everybody else changes their underwear at least once a day.
$5. Is the $5 value? Is the $5 value meal back? 5 for 5?
No. You ain't getting 5 Arby roast beefs for $5.
No, that's how much he charges for a blowjob.
$5 is $5, right?
You should have saw his sign advertising. It had $10 and then a line through it, then 9, a line through it. Kept going down to 5. I won't be surprised if tomorrow it says 4.
The hat used to be black.
I had a lot of practice.
Funny thing
Joe's used to that pterodactyl.
That ceiling wasn't white before.
Good call.
All right. So first of all, let's jump right into the national politics. So in case anybody was living under a rock, just recently, some radical fucking left-wing nut job made an attempt on President Trump's life. Luckily, he's an idiot. Thank God for that. Thank God we also have Secret Service that know what the hell they're doing.
But do they?
I'm not going to point fingers for the fact that, I am shocked that he was able to be in the building, because so the way the information is coming out, in case anybody's wondering, is that this guy apparently staged himself in one of the closet rooms or storage rooms that had a bunch of stuff in it that, was away from the actual dinner location, down the hall or whatever. And at a certain point, he ran out the hallway, ran through the metal detectors, and then was attempting to gain access into the room so that he could, do whatever he was attempting to do, which obviously was to do harm. He did hit one of the Secret Service members. Didn't?
No, he didn't. I don't think he fired. I think it was what they came out and said was it was friendly fire.
Oh, okay. Let me backtrack. Thank you. So, hi, Paige.
Hi, Paige. How's prom?
Yeah, how's the prom?
She can't hear you here in my ears.
Well, ask her.
They asked how prom was. Good.
He behaved himself?
Did he behave himself?
Yeah, Aiden behaved himself.
Yes, he behaved himself.
Just remember, wherever he does to you, Joe does to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever he does to you, Big Joe does to him.
I ain't afraid to go back to jail.
He's not afraid to go back to jail.
Let's make it weird. Why can't we just make it weird? You know?
I mean, she's on the phone with him right now, so he heard everything.
That's good. You better remember what everything was said too. As Will Smith said, "You a virgin?" Yes, sir. You better keep it that way.
Sorry, but you guys don't.
Bad boys, bad boys. Hey, let's go on. Let's go on back to the president. Getting shot at.
So apparently, friendly fire. Nonetheless, thankfully, the president, nobody was, the guy did not succeed in his plans. Ironically enough, yet again, we have Democrats or far left nimshits that are posting on Facebook and other social media saying, "Dear God, why can't these guys aim better?" Blah, blah, blah. So I will honestly say, I hope all those motherfuckers lose their jobs. I hope they get fired. They wanted cancel culture for so many years. Karma comes around and bites you in the fucking ass. I'll tell you that right now. And I'm sorry. But
it has been happening. In Cincinnati, a teacher at the Children's House, she was fired for comments she made.
The Children's House?
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a teacher, another teacher as well.
Yeah, just so you know, preemptively, the Children's House, which I believe also falls under Best Point,
Yes.
are run by a bunch of fucking tards.
Well, they fired her.
Well, that's good. They did one thing correctly. Other than the fact that they waste people's money because their program fucking sucks.
Let's get off of teachers because
Yeah.
it's a sore subject for you.
Anyway, hopefully any of those individuals that were, praying for the death of the president, or harm, hopefully they lose their jobs. Hopefully, they, get a kick in the fucking balls. So anyway, so that happened. Also talking about politics, Matt, Josh, just out of curiosity, how many world wars have there been?
Well, I haven't been alive for any of them.
12?
But I think if we had 11 of them, I think I would have been alive for some of them.
Oh, but
I'm
how
not
many
quite
do you know
sure.
of? How many do you know of? Like when we read in the history books and we learned during my one day of the year and all this other stuff. How many do we learn about?
Well, I only know two.
History.
Two.
The Revolutionary War.
No,
the
you
Civil
fucking
War,
idiot.
The Spanish-French War.
Okay, Josh is a dipshit because we said world war.
Oh, I thought you just meant war.
I didn't ask you for wars because there's thousands of those. And I didn't ask you how many times the United States has actually declared war.
Korean War, the Vietnam War.
So anyway.
So there's 11.
So in case
I
you're
named
wondering,
11.
in case you've never read a fucking book, okay, or ever in your entire life watched a video or anything of any common sense,
She
you
got
might
tripped up, goddammit.
Now keep in mind the person that I'm about to show is also the same person that said that the United States is obviously in a dumbing down, and that's how we got a Trump presidency for the second time. So I'm just gonna go to a clip here and show you the genius Congresswoman Omar.
The last time the Alien Enemies Act was invoked, it was used to detain and deport German, Japanese, Italian immigrants during World War XI.
World War XI. So we know that World War I was against the Italians, the Germans, or at the time it would have been Prussians. And then World War II was, of course, Nazi Germany and Japan.
So where's 3 through 11?
I don't know where 3 through 11 is.
What?
I bet you.
I just said all of them.
No, I bet you I know where they're at. They're at the Leary Center. I bet you they have books on that shit at the Leary Center.
Oh my God! We found the missing 3 through 11. We found the missing 9. They are at the Leary Center.
She just.
You know what? You know what? Indiana Jones gonna come out. Indiana Jones gonna come out with a new movie. It's gonna star the Leary Center. He's gonna find the new fucking books for fucking World War 3 through 11. Fuck the Ark of the Covenant.
This is the problem too. Is she took the 22 when the FBI raided Minnesota there was 22 Somali daycares that was raided. So she just wanted to divide them in half and just say 11 to make it smaller.
Well,
she got the Roman numerals mixed up. So let's get into that a little bit. Like, okay, you are here in America. We do use Roman numerals for a lot of things: sports, football,
Josh,
the Bible.
a lot of countries use Roman numerals.
I know. But that's
I'll tell you what a lot of countries don't do is marry your brother.
Just Kentucky.
I mean, come on.
Hey.
Oh, Matt's getting in trouble.
No. You just need something. Never in trouble. Always good boy.
Amy, good monkey.
You know, here's the thing, like, Josh, I mean, in any other situation, I would give her the benefit of the doubt in the sense that, you know, if it was like World War 35, maybe, okay?
Well,
2. It's 2 ones. 2. Okay?
I know. But
So,
my
a
point to
question.
that whole thing was she hold on before you move on to that. So if she can't read Roman numerals correctly, right? She is also for all these foreign nationals getting CDL licenses to drive when they can't read American signs. Correct? So if
Correct.
she can't read it, why the fudge are we giving these people licenses to drive on our street? I almost got hit by one earlier this morning. Fucking was driving, pulled into my side of the freaking road after she turned. I'm like, you're on the wrong side of the fucking road. I was like, this is like, what the fuck?
Well, first of all, we're not giving those out. That's companies giving those out illegally. That's what it is.
Certain states.
Yes, correct.
But she supports.
Correct.
They just happen to be blue states.
So my question to you guys: when you become a U.S. citizen like she did, aren't you supposed to take like a test of like knowing the country, stuff like that?
Nope.
Or
You take a citizen's test. Yeah, you take.
No.
I thought you take a citizen's
To
test.
become an American citizen, you do have to pass a citizenship test, which is, you know, basic knowledge, history. A lot of times, ironically enough, people that take the citizenship test actually know more about our history than a high school graduate. Like,
I mean, wouldn't World War One, two be in that probably?
you would
Not
say
3 through 11?
And I mean, in the test, I would think if 3 through 11 was in there, you'd know. But all right, you're also talking about, again, somebody that couldn't file her taxes correctly, and she's like, oh, did I say $30 million? I only meant 90,000. My bad.
You were way off.
Samsonite. I was way off. I got my degree at the Laird Center.
Larry.
One of them 22 rated child care agent or child care buildings.
But at the same time, like, what's funny is, you know, unfortunately, and it's not just our congressmen and our representatives. but a lot of political positions, there is no education requirement.
You know what's so sad about this a little bit though is she does run for vice president in next presidential election. You know how fucking screwed we're gonna be. If she don't know shit about our country like that, simple as that.
AOC?
I guarantee you that girl's got a fucking Iranian fucking flag somewhere, not a U.S. flag in her bedroom.
Who's that?
Omar.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, she's not running for president. I mean, she's
I don't know.
about
Her
to.
and AOC might be on the ticket.
No,
So, hold on, I
she's
do
gonna
got- I
get
do got a
expelled
question.
from Congress here soon.
So when
She's
she
gonna
got married
tied
to her
back
brother,
to a lot of this fraud.
when she got married to her brother, whose last name did she take?
Somebody else's last name, and that's immigration fraud.
She
So she
She
can get kicked
hyphenated
out of
it.
the country that way.
hyphenated it.
I
She didn't want to offend her brother, but she wanted to keep her last name, so she hyphenated it. Now, keep in mind they haven't officially proven that yet, but it wouldn't surprise me, especially somebody that is worried about World War XI. I mean, I guarantee she's in the White House right now saying, "I hope President Trump doesn't start World War XII." So, but at the same time, like I was saying, like I mean, there is a huge problem with the fact that now it's a two-edged sword because there's no educational requirements for political seats. Obviously, there's no financial requirements. In case in point, Cincinnati's mayor that doesn't pay his bills. But perfect example, like in the United States. So, Matt, Josh, let me ask you this. So, school board, okay? So, to run for school board, what are the requirements to run for school board?
You got to live in the district.
You got to live in the district.
You got to get so many signatures.
That's a part of the process, but what are the requirements? You got to meet these
You have to have
requirements before you
High
can
school
decide to be on
education.
top.
You gotta have an
High
education
school
from the
education.
Larry set.
So, got to live in the district. That's one. There's two more.
Have a degree.
Nope.
No degree.
Really?
No
Have to
high
go
school
through-
diploma.
I'll give you the three, okay? You ready? Live in the district. You cannot work for the district, and you got to be above 18 years old. 18 or above. That's it.
So
To be
what
in
you're
charge
saying
of
is
a
there's
school
a
district.
chance.
To be in charge of a school district. So if you have enough votes, you can get in to a position where you can decide the future of children without ever, it doesn't say you have to finish high school. Doesn't say you have to go to college. Hell, it doesn't even say you got to speak English.
Shit. You go to Larry Center and become a fucking president.
You can go to the fucking
Damn
Larry
straight.
Center and be a board president.
Fucking crazy. Fucking crazy.
What are the requirements to be a congressman?
I don't know. You gotta be over
You
35.
gotta be 35.
Nope.
Years old. Or not senator. You gotta be senator. You gotta be 35.
No, 35. You gotta be a president.
Representative. Senator's 35 too, I think. Or yeah.
Nope.
I don't know. Just fucking tell us. Quit the fucking
So-
guessing game bullshit.
So to be a congressman or a senator,
Hey Joe. It doesn't matter what you say.
it does. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, you were close. It's, instead of 35, you only got to be 25 years old.
Ooh, 25.
25. That's how AOC got in. You have to be a U.S. citizen for at least 7 years. and you have to live in the state that you represent at the time of the election. That's it.
So, how do these people in California that have different homes in Washington and they consider that their primary residence when they fill out the paperwork to buy the house, then get to represent somewhere else? Isn't that called fraud?
Well,
That's fraud. That's mortgage fraud.
I mean,
Because you can't have a primary, if it's your primary residence, it's different terms than your second home.
I'm sure there's a
It's called
stipulation there that
fraud.
if you are
That's Letitia James's fraud.
fine.
Eric Swalwell's is fraud.
Anyway, but I mean, it's pretty bad. Like, now, granted, the original idea behind these requirements were because if you think about it, back when the Constitution was written and the amendments, Bill of Rights was written, not everyone went to school. You know, not everyone did. So education was not prevalent. So to prevent someone from being excluded because of their education, they left that off. However,
What's crazy is these are the people that make our laws, and a
Right.
lot of them do not have any kind of law degrees or anything like that.
I don't necessarily think that you'd have to have a law degree because let's be honest, most of these fuckers that do have law degrees that end up being politicians are still crooked as fucking hell and still screw us. But I also think it's funny, like, this is the same thing. Like, so many people are like, oh, the Second Amendment, it needs to be updated because the founding fathers didn't mean that people should have AR-15s and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, actually, you know, it is written a specific way that they did intend for us to be able to defend ourselves versus like something like this where the qualifications to be a congressman or a senator or the president of the United States might need a little updating. You know, now, do I think they should change the citizenship part? No. Like, I still think if you've been in this country long enough, you can be, you know, now you can't be president. Because, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but, yeah, so president of the United States, you must be born in the United States or on a U.S. military base. So, natural born citizen, you must be at least 35 years old, and you must have lived in the United States for at least 14 years. That's it. So, all right. Pressing on.
Press it on.
So, yet again, I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but President Trump did it again. God love him.
Spit it out. Spit
Hold
it
on.
out.
I'm pulling it up.
I mean, the one thing is we didn't really talk about the assassination attempt. We just
Yeah, we did.
oh, this is what happened, and yeah, we blew right past it.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, kind of.
We'll come back to it. Anyway,
See,
we can continue to talk about it, but we'll come back to it afterwards. So, so
hey, the
ironically
rest of
enough,
the show is me and the match. You got your 2 minutes.
motherfucker, you get a minute and a half, he gets 30 seconds. That's his wife said that's all he needs, so that's all he's getting. Anyway, so in case you were wondering, King Charles from the Great Britain, United Kingdom, whatever fuck his name is.
Whoa. Hold on a second. You said there's a king in America?
Yes, and ironically, the people that that did all these No King protests were the ones that stood up and cheered him on.
What? No way. There's no way that ever happened. No. I don't believe it. I don't believe that at all.
Well,
Come on. We literally just had. I mean, it's an annual thing for the No Kings protest every year now. So you're telling me we had a king come into the United States and we had our Democrats stand up and applaud him?
Not once, not twice, but many times.
Really? I thought we were no kings, but we're cheering
Well,
kings.
well,
Well,
cancel culture doesn't know what they're doing. So
Interesting. We don't want kings, but then we cheer for a king. Makes
yes.
perfect sense. Okay, that's similar to Jimmy Kimmel getting pissed off because Aaron Rodgers told a joke about him being in the um, Epstein files, but Jimmy Kimmel is allowed to uh, make fun of Trump and call him a pedophile. So when somebody calls him a pedophile, he gets all pissed off and butthurt and angry about it. And when he does it to he's allowed to do it to somebody else. So the
Again,
hypocrisy that we
again,
have the no kings and
well, not only
jokes,
that,
no
but
jokes.
you're talking about the same comedian that also made a joke saying that Mrs. Trump was going to be a widow.
I mean, granted that did happen before that, but yeah, that was kind of bad.
I mean, bad timing, dude.
you're also talking about a guy who fucking had the Man Show. You know how much shit he put on the Man Show, which we all loved.
Oh yeah, you didn't know he had blackface?
Oh,
Yeah, because
and that's the
He's
Big
funny
time.
thing.
Karl
The Man
Malone.
Show is, I mean, the Man Show, don't get me wrong, would never last in today's age. But, I mean, it was funny. It was stupid humor, but it was funny.
yeah, that's like back in the 70s or 80s when Biden was in charge and he kept saying the N word every time he was in situations. Oh, we're not gonna let them move here. We're not gonna let them move there. They can't have this. Can't have that.
Biden would
You
never say
know,
anything like that.
he used the hard N word too about them saying that. But guess what? 30 years later, hey, let's vote him for president. You know,
In case
because
you're
he wants
wondering,
to get free shit.
in case you're wondering, he put the at the end. He put the hard
Yeah,
um,
it's just crazy how this world is, man. This is.
well, it's funny how they never forget the things that, even the made up shit that they say that Republicans do, but Democrats, they are very quick to forget all the shit they do. Even historically, like the fact that the Democrats are the ones that funded the KKK, the Democrats are the ones that funded the Jim Crow laws, the Democrats are the ones that push for redlining. But we're going to twist history around.
So hold on. Why we're on it? So what you're telling me is we got this company, the SCLU or something like that, or whatever this company's called, that is very against white nationalists, racism, all this stuff. But bank records show they have been funding them same terrorist groups.
Mhm.
So what?
Well, I mean,
What?
if you think,
How does that make sense?
it makes perfect sense. Think about it. It's just like, I mean, and I've seen a lot of black people that point this out. You have Black Lives Matter that complains when a criminal gets killed, but the fact that law-abiding citizens get killed, there's no protest.
I mean, it's an absolute joke. To be honest, you claim Black Lives Matter only when it's a police officer shooting.
Mm-hmm.
You look every single day, a black man loses their life by a black man.
Here's the thing: wrongful death is a travesty, no matter what color the person's skin is. This company that's funding, sending money to these radical, ridiculous organizations like KKK and stuff like that, and then people try to say that the Republican, it's like, I got bad news for you. Like, we're not the racist ones. Like, we just want government to be less involved in my wallet, less involved in my life. I want the government to be there because we need a government. I want them to take care of the government infrastructure, the roads and stuff like that. Yes, you got to take some taxes. I get it, because you got to be able to fund those things. But other than that, stop fucking with my money. Stop fucking with my life.
That's the reason Josh. That's the reason Josh got his nickname. $5.
I mean, let's be honest. If we actually budgeted, or if we actually did a full-on thing for the government and find out where all of our money was going, dude, there'd be riots. The government would topple. The government would fall.
You know,
because everybody would know where the fuck our money's gone.
Well, it's funny, Josh, like you say that. I saw a thing on Facebook, and somebody had posted this being ironic, but it was perfect. It said the government can track every single dollar I earn, but it can't track every single dollar it spends.
Exactly.
Like, make that make sense. Like, they could literally come after me for every dollar I earn, but they can't tell me where every dollar they spend goes.
No, and they don't want to.
No, they don't. Nope, because there are a lot of politicians that money doesn't get spent anywhere other than their pocket.
Nope, because this is what it does. It starts here, it goes here. Okay, it starts here, it goes here, it goes here, 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 here.
In case you're wondering, folks, in case you want to watch this again, it's found at learingcenter.com, Teacher Josh, under political science.
Yes.
Hey, Josh gave us a DUI checkpoint fucking thing there. Follow the finger. Follow the finger.
It all comes back to the starting
round.
point. That's where the money goes.
Josh found that
they send it out just to send it all the way back.
Huh.
Did you just touch
tips?
Yes, I touched the tips. It's
like so anyway, like I said, we'll come back to we're going to talk about the assassination attempt, a little bit more. But so I told you guys a little bit ago or a while back that Trump, whether you love him or not, the fact that he will say shit that no one else will say, like example when the Japanese prime minister was here. And they said, and I quote, "Why didn't you tell us about Iran?" And he said, "Well, we wanted to keep it a secret. You guys understand secrets. Why didn't you tell us about Pearl Harbor?" So to continue in that light, so President Trump welcomed King Charles to the White House in the only fashion that he knows how, by having Confederate soldiers and Union soldiers march on the grounds, welcoming the king to remind him that we were once a part of Britain and we are no more.
Do you mean the Revolutionary soldiers?
Or yeah, sorry. I pulled an Omar. Shit, that was from the Learning Center.
So you mean was this World War 11 right here?
This was definitely World War 11.
Oh, God, we got dumb people, and he's supposed to be a fucking teacher. God damn it.
So anyway.
No wonder. Joe, were you the fucking teacher for Omar, dude? Did you teach her 11?
Her and her brother. Kept having to send them out of class because they kept sitting in each other's lap. Oh.
Did you marry them too? You do have a license for that. You do have a license for that.
But anyway, I mean, how fucking ironic is it that he's gonna have fucking soldiers from the Revolutionary War to greet King Charles to the White House?
A king being nice to another king. You said.
It just made it that much better. Like, I mean, he just has no bounds. That he's like, you know what? This is my last presidency. Like, what are they gonna do? Fucking not elect me again? So fucking.
Like I said,
he is going for his third term. He already said he was.
Oh my god! Like,
the thing is, it's simple as this. The thing is, you don't hate the Republican Party. You hate him, Donald Trump, because you hate what he stands for. I get it. He might do this, this, and this wrong, but every politician's been through some fucking weird ass shit in life. They don't have a clean record. Okay, you know, like I said, look at fucking Clinton. You know, he got blown into office.
I'll be the first one to admit right now. Fucking, I'm pissed off at Trump because gas is fucking $5.
oh, I thought you were gonna say you blew Clinton in the office.
I mean,
I was like,
I
where
said-
are we going with this? He's like, let me be honest. I'm like, where the fuck are we going with this?
$5 is $5 right now. Fuck.
and guess what? Most Republicans are upset with Trump right now because he did say no new wars. He said inflation's going down, gas prices are going down, and I mean we're a year and 4 months into it, and 3 months into it, we're in a new war. Inflation's starting to pick back up. Gas prices are back up. So look, I understand what he's doing. He is trying to make a safer world, but I'm not going to go and sit there and absolutely bash the guy and destroy the guy because every politician does it. Shit happens.
Why don't you tell him?
I understand.
Hold on. Josh, you were trying to say you wouldn't go bash the guy. You wouldn't do what else you said?
I wouldn't go threaten the guy or do half this shit that half these fucking Democrats are doing right now.
Or try to kill the president of the United States?
I mean, or that too. I mean, yeah.
See, I
was-
nervous if you're listening. He said not. In case that cut out when it did, not.
It's so fucking disgusting. It's sad. It really is, this country, man. Like I said, if you hate the guy, I get it. I understand that. But the fact that you have a third assassination attempt on a fucking president, let alone, I was pissed after the first one, then the second one, the third one. Are you fucking kidding me?
This is like the fourth, almost the fourth or fifth attempt at this point.
Well, probably 11 because we don't have to read Roman numerals. So who knows?
I mean,
So
we got the one shooter in Butler. We got the one in the golf course. You had another guy jump the fence at Mar-a-Lago when he was there, and then you got this guy this past weekend. So 4 attempts on his life, as far as
it's fucking disgusting. It's like first of all, I think protocol with our fucking Secret Service needs to fucking get their shit together a little bit.
That was my point earlier. Is our Secret Service living up to their job?
Supposedly, is this true or not true that I read he had a room in that hotel?
Yes. The guy rented a room, and he did it very smartly too. Not gonna say he wasn't smart about it, but he took a train.
Because you know what? Well, he is a teacher, and he was teacher of the month. So I'm not some like other teachers.
But what he did, he took a train from California to Chicago, and then from Chicago to Washington. So he bypassed all of TSA to get his facial recognition and all that stuff. So he was smart when he got to Washington D.C. because he was under the radar a bit.
Well, hold on. Did he do things that? I mean, we're intelligent, yes, but at the same time, like, I still can't believe he got that fucking far because he actually was posting pictures on his social media. Hell, there's even a picture of him with all his weapons before he left the fucking room.
Well, did he post that, or did he just take a picture and put it in his phone?
No, he posted it because it couldn't have not gotten posted while he was in handcuffs and his face was in the dirt.
So here's the thing.
Well, I just didn't know if they showed that shit.
Here's the thing with what people don't realize about that. The guy never got close to even doing anything, right? Yes, you hold on, Joe, before you talk. Yes, you see him sprinting down the hallway. and with guns. That's when the Secret Service was like, "Oh fuck, we got a situation," and they got him. The guy literally had to go down the steps, around another corner to get into the hall, and Trump was in the very far end of that hall. So he would have had to be a complete marksman to even get there to even fire on him. So it
Yeah, but
wasn't a very
the fact he was in the
thought-out
building,
plan.
but the fact he was an armed citizen inside that building.
Now
Sorry.
here's where if he was. I mean, this is what Afghanistan, Iraq,
Get out,
all
Germ.
these Middle Eastern people, suicide bombers. That was the thing. If he had a bomb and he made it down them steps, absolutely, he probably would have did a lot more damage, but not with the guns. Okay, Joe, I'm sorry. I took your I used my 2 minutes.
Minute and a half. Anyway, so
Let's go back to it, Matt.
shut the fuck up. Anyway, you're right, Josh, in the sense that, like, you know,
I'm always right.
He wasn't. Fuck off. You ain't always right. The only time you were ever considered right is Bill Clinton said you were right on the ball. Anyway, in terms of him getting even close, you're right. He wasn't close. However, it is a foul that he was even in the building. Okay. Like,
Okay.
I mean, think about the president came to Cincinnati, Josh. Okay.
Okay.
Driving up and down the highway. Could you get anywhere near the fucking highway?
I don't know. I wasn't on the highway, but no.
Could you
couldn't.
though?
No.
No.
They blocked the bridges. They
You
blocked
couldn't
everything.
even go over a fucking bridge over the highway. You couldn't go in a tunnel under the highway. You had no access whatsoever. And then the roads along the highway, police up and down that motherfucker every which way possible. So then my next question is, how the fuck did this guy get in the building?
He
So let's ask.
He was, and
let's
and that's what they said. They said nobody was vetted. Even the people serving the food and the drinks in the party, 400 people, they weren't vetted at
Right.
all.
So guess what that means? It would not surprise me.
Secret Service sucks balls.
No, but it would not surprise me if some people in the Secret Service or the protection detail lose their jobs, because that is a major fucking foul.
So my question to Mr. Conspiracy Theorist here, Josh, do you think Trump set his own attempt up? You think he staged this?
No, he didn't get sprayed by vinegar. By
No,
War 11 woman.
No, and I heard all the conspiracy theorists. Oh, this was just an attempt so he can get the ballroom. No, absolutely not. I mean, this was a crazy fucking guy from California. Go figure, fucking another blue state.
What's with mom and dad still?
Came in, like I said, he did it smartly with renting the hotel room ahead of time. As soon as he figured out where it was, he booked a room, went out there, scouted the hotel a couple days before. He took a train to get there instead of flights. He had a manifesto. He hit send right before he started committing the stuff. So, I mean, he's just a deranged guy. Now, I don't believe Trump actually was involved in it or planned this so he can get his grand ballroom. So, and now the funny thing is that there's a lot of Democrats that's like, yeah, we probably should now say go for the ballroom. And absolutely they should, because if they had a ballroom on the White House grounds, none of this shit would ever happen.
Well, the funny thing is about the Democrats that bitch and complain about the ballroom thing, you know, like Oprah, or not Oprah, but Whoopi Goldberg on The View saying that's not your building. That's not your building. Like, do you know how many millions of dollars Obama used to tear up shit and rebuild and put? Hell, didn't he put a basketball court on that fucking thing?
Yeah.
That's not your building.
I mean, well, you got to realize this too. You know, you're letting all this
He had to
fraud
go
be
play
in
basketball
fucking
for
Minnesota,
girls.
but he can't fucking put a fucking ballroom in the White House.
Which blows my mind. It shocks me that the White House doesn't have a fucking ballroom. Like,
I mean, they have something, but it's too small.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you would think for as many political
Dignitaries
events that
that
they
we
have,
hold in
and
parties,
the
yeah.
fact that, I mean, let's be real. Unfortunately, you have a lot of deranged fucking individuals out there that, I mean, whether they're Democrat or they have a penis and they say they're a cat. I mean, we've got a lot of mentally ill people out there. It would make life a lot easier for security if you had an event room, a ballroom, whatever you want to fucking call it, on White House grounds, to where all they got to do is vet the people, and then you're going to check them and scan them at the door, make sure they don't bring anything in, and guess what? Boom, you're good. Nobody's getting hurt except for maybe some feelings.
And I'm glad you brought up that mentally, the mental health and mental instability. Why do you think people have these types of feelings about Trump to begin with? Could it possibly be the fact that all of our Democrats all say he's Hitler, all say he's racist, all say he needs a bullet in his head, he needs to die,
He's a king.
He's a king. That's part of the that's 95% of the problem right there. When you tell people stuff about somebody, people are going to take it literal. There's a lot of mentally ill people in this country. They are going to take what you say literal, and they're going to try to do something, as we have seen that happen.
Think about it. It's
over and over again.
This country has become, I'll say, the last 20 years, it's gotten more on the mental health side of shit, where it drives you crazy with anxiety and all this shit. But I would say ever since the internet got popular, that's where your anxiety got bigger. You read all this shit, you follow more people, you want to be like this person or that person. So that's kind of fucking weird itself.
No, you're 100% right. Social media is pretty much the death. And if you look at China, I mean, what do they put on TikTok? They don't let TikTok like we have it here. You have to learn shit on TikTok.
So I wouldn't necessarily agree that it's completely about social media and stuff like that.
I said it's a big factor.
Like,
ever since social media's came out,
it's a contributing
changed.
factor. I'll be honest, like, it's a contributing factor, but I believe that the reason that these mental illnesses are going up is because our society has perpetuated this idea of the lawnmower society, lawnmower parent, lawnmower society. So they want to remove every obstacle, every adversity, every chance to have personal growth in a kid's life, so that they go through high school and they don't hear the word no. They don't get told that they can't do something. They don't get told that they did something wrong, because God forbid you hurt somebody's fucking feelings by giving them an F because they turned in work that says that there's World War 11. Okay?
30.
But
bullshit. Bullshit.
So what happens, unfortunately, and that's why, again, mental illness is on the rise. Teenage, so between 14 and 25-year-old suicide rates have been on the rise for the past 15 years, 20 years.
What started 15 years ago? Kind of.
Actually started before that, if you're talking about the great
Social
giveaway
media. Social media.
No.
As soon as social media started, the suicide rate of teenagers started going up.
That's not true. That is
lies.
That is
Google it.
Fake news
Google
right there.
Google
it. Go ahead.
Google.
So So
Go away.
anyway,
Googly eyes.
it actually all started with the participation trophy. Because everyone's got to be a winner. You can't have any losers. Everyone's got to get rewarded. Everyone's got to get this. Everyone's allowed this. So then guess what happens? When they become adults and life hits them square in the fucking face and says no, they don't know how to handle it. Because resilience and grit are not things that you can just turn on a light switch. They have to be developed. They have to be learned. They have to grow. The only way to do those things is to actually go through situations and scenarios where they are able to overcome situations. Go ahead, Josh. What'd you look up?
Teen suicide rates has risen significantly over the past 20 years, largely driven by a combination of increased mental health struggles, widespread access to lethal means, specifically firearms, and the pervasive, often negative influence of social media.
Okay. So
Increased academic pressure
Here's the funny
rates,
thing.
rising anxiety and
What's the
depression
site?
rates, and social isolation.
what's the site?
I Googled it. It's AI overview.
Okay. AI overview. Okay. So first of all, so you're telling me that kids have more access to weapons now than they did 30 years ago?
I mean, I think more people have guns than 30 years ago.
No.
Yeah, they do. There's
No.
more people in
And
the country.
actually, there's more gun safes. There's more gun locks now. Try
I don't know
again.
why you're yelling.
Okay. So it's not because they have more access to
All I'm
firearms.
saying is social media has the biggest factor
It
because
is not the biggest factor. It is a contributing factor, but it's not the biggest.
okay, then what's the biggest?
Well, yeah, okay.
What's the biggest?
I just said it. It's society's teachings of kids or lack of teaching kids to be able to overcome bullshit.
It's not teaching. It's ever since social media came out,
No.
it became. I mean, you can disagree all day long, but that's pretty much what it is. Ever since social media came out, people have to be a certain way. They have to look a certain way. Their friends can bully them easier. When
Which
we
is
were in
funny
school,
because
you
before
could
social
only
media,
hold
people
on.
said that magazines were.
But here's
what-
the thing.
But
The only
college little
time you could
girls that
bully
think they
me-
had to look a certain way, and
When,
TV
Jeff,
shows like
when
Baywatch
was
said they
the
had to
only
look a
time
certain
you could
way.
bully somebody? In school, when was the only time you could bully somebody?
In
When
school,
you were in school. When you were in school. When could somebody bully you?
I mean, any free time
Lunch.
I had,
Recess.
Recess, school. If you see
recess,
them out,
lunch, hallway,
okay,
before school, after school,
Now-
walking
now,
home on the bus.
walk. Okay, so stop now. Now, 10 years later, social media starts coming out. Now, where can people get bullied at? On the internet.
Online.
Social
Things
media.
because they
Online.
shouldn't be on their phones while they're in class.
Doesn't matter. If they're even that
Keyboard
bold.
warriors. You got keyboard warriors.
And that's the reason. That's the specific reason why I said that. Social media is one of the leading causes of mental illness with students, with kids, because they get bullied. It's an easy access for a bully to get to them faster, and they can spread rumors about them. And that teen gets depressed. That teen starts isolating themselves.
Okay, but tell me this.
It's not teaching.
Josh, you're telling me that when we were growing up and we got bullied and stuff like that, it wasn't because our parents or our teachers or anything like that, or actual society taught us to actually how to not listen to fucking people's bullshit or to ignore things, or if somebody fucked with you, you go and you fuck with them back, not be a little bitch. in the
Zach, hold on.
corner? That's called
That I agree. So I agree with you on that a little bit there, Joe. Because
That
back
was
in,
us.
hold on, Josh. But back in the day, if someone bullied you, how would you handle it? You go up to them and you fucking stand your ground. The way it is.
Or
But
you
this
get
day and
somebody to
age,
do it.
you're not. This day and age, you can't fucking touch. You can't hit your kids anymore. You can't discipline them no more because you get in trouble right away.
again.
Society this day and age is too soft. Too soft.
Again, teaching thing. Like, we're not teaching kids, and I don't mean teaching like math, science. I'm talking about instilling in them the ability to overcome adversity, to overcome negative bullshit, to overcome all the bullshit that comes with life that doesn't go away. We haven't taught kids, and I say we as a society have not taught kids how to handle those things. So that's why, again, when we were growing up, I mean, you can say that social media has pictures of people and how they're supposed to act, but you know what? They said the same damn thing about magazines and videos and everything else. Like, oh, little girls can't, they can't live up to the stereotype of the magazines or the teen magazines, or, oh, look at Barbie. Barbie's got a skinny waist. It should be realistic. Barbie should be about 600 fucking pounds. Like,
We do have 600-pound Barbies.
yeah, it's called a Cabbage Patch
Called
doll.
Yeah, sure. But I don't know, man. Like, social media is influence on people this day and age with everything. You know, so it's like just like for instance, okay, like you guys were talking about before, like the the kindergarten teacher who just got fired from her job over here on the west side. You know, well, she was also an influencer, okay, and she didn't like Trump. She was Democrat as shit, which is fine. Be Democrat as shit. Just watch what you say, because it's kind of contradicting that the way the Democrats will cancel you. Guess what just happened to you? You just got canceled.
Cancel.
Now your life's fucked. I ain't gonna lie, your life's fucked because
I doubt it.
besides losing your job, you had she cleared her whole Facebook picture off. She put a little picture on fucking Facebook saying this and that about her life, how she's getting threatened by her neighbors and stuff like that. People won't buy her house. People posting where she lives at. Guess what? You're an influencer. You
Hey,
fuck around,
hold on.
you find out.
Hold on. And what's that on? Where's she
Facebook.
getting bullied? And what's called what?
Oh, social media?
Gotcha. Okay. So it's easier to get bullied and threatened and all that stuff on social media nowadays compared to when 15, 20 years ago where it wasn't.
I wasn't disagreeing that it's easier, but again, we have not taught children how to handle it anymore. We don't.
Because the thing is, this day and age, parents are getting a lot lazier with their kids.
That's what I'm saying.
You didn't say that.
I said, did I
I
not
said
just say teaching kids how to overcome society? Parents are part of society.
I get it.
Like,
I'm
Hey,
about to go
Josh.
throw Joe's son in the freaking ocean again.
Josh, how hungry is your fucking dog? God damn.
She hungry. She hungry.
Well, Joe, I'll tell you one thing though, that when I was watching TV earlier today, and they were talking about how the Learning Center got rated finally after 6 months. So, on your application, they said if you put down Somalian as your fucking heritage, you might get a job. So they may well look into that. So you never know, dude. You might get some money out of it too. You know, these foreigners that are coming over, they're getting more fucking money from our government than we will ever will. Fucking stupid. And Joe's frozen. Oh, there he is. He's moving now. Done with politics, guys? Are you guys alive? You there? Can you hear me? Josh, I can't hear you. You're muted.
So what happened last weekend?
Last weekend?
Yeah, what was going on last week? Thursday.
Oh, the NFL draft?
Oh, What? The NFL draft?
We
What?
already talked about that.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. So who did the Bengals pick in the round 1 this year?
Well, unfortunately, we
Is
didn't
that
have the
Sexy
first round
Dexy?
draft pick.
Sexy Dexy?
Well, that's where we sent. That's where we sent it at. Yes, we got Sexy Dexy.
So let me ask you a question. All right. So understanding we got Dexter Lawrence for our number 1 pick, basically our number 1 pick, right? Our number 2 pick, Cassius Howe. Guy had a pretty good season at Texas A&M. Was the SEC Player of the Year. He had, I think, 11 and a half sacks. Teammates of another first-round pick that we had last year, Shamar Stewart. Interesting enough. Why do you think we went with another edge rusher instead of going after one like the top linebackers? Because obviously we need a linebacker. So what do you think the reasoning behind it? Because we just drafted Shamar Stewart last year. We got Miles Murphy 4 years ago. So, and we just signed Boye Mafe.
Well, good thing I don't work for the NFL because I won't get in trouble like Troy Aikman did. But apparently, according to Troy Aikman, it's because our coach has a personal bias and doesn't go picking based on need and capability, but by how he feels and who he wants based on personality and all that other stuff.
So we don't go by the needs of the team. We go by the best player available all the time.
We go by who the coach wants, just because, not because.
So what's
Let's
your guys'
look at
thoughts
this.
what's your guys' thought on that draft pick?
I think the draft pick's excellent, honestly, because a couple of reasons. Just because you have a couple pass rushers doesn't mean you can't not have enough. Honestly, the more the merrier. Okay, I'll get to the linebacker situation here in a second. On Cassius Howe, he's a proven sack leader. He's a proven person of 4 years. First 3 years, I believe, was that Bowling Green. Is that right?
Something like that, yeah.
Then he comes in.
Texas A&M for the last 2 years.
My only thing is that his other defense end gets selected number 2 overall. Bailey?
No, that was Texas Tech. The Cassius Howe was from Texas A&M.
Okay, let's just make sure. Okay, got you. Okay, so Cassius Howe, he 11 and a half sacks, proven sack leader. Okay, like you said, he can get to the quarterback. So obviously, the Bengals are in the ready now 3-year window period of trying to win now. So the fact is, you don't have a proven right now defensive end for us. Right now, you have rotational pieces because Boye never was a starter in Seattle. So he was a rotational piece in Seattle, which made him good. Now that you got Dexter Lawrence, I mean, the best available, you could have went tight end. But I think Al Golden has so much faith in our freaking 2 linebackers. I don't know why, I don't know how, but he does. But they're saying if you get that front 4 putting pressure on the quarterback so fast and so fulfilling that those 2 linebackers play a year of playing together in the system, so it makes them better. But my personal attack, I would have went up to that fucking UC linebacker in a heartbeat.
So just going over some news that I didn't see. So this makes sense now why the Bengals selected Howe instead of going after a linebacker, because they declined the 5th-year option on Miles Murphy. So he'll basically be a free agent next year. if we don't try to re-sign him. So we were going to be in the need for another defensive end with him possibly leaving. So that makes sense. And then the unknown was Shamar Stewart. Yes, I mean, we drafted a guy that had 3 sacks in his college career. So he did have 1 sack last year. So hopefully he gets another one this coming year. That almost matches college total. So that makes sense why we did that. 3rd round pick, we got the cornerback Davis out of Washington. Tall kid, huge wingspan. Has a lot of penalties against him. He plays pretty heavy. Can get beat often. So, what's your thoughts on him?
So the length and the height is disgusting. His measurables are fucking huge with his wingspan and a 6'4". That's pretty solid. But what they're saying is they're trying to. So when we did this back in 2021, I forget the defensive back we had. He was 6'2", and we used him like a hybrid linebacker / safe or not safety, but slot defensive back. So he would guard the tight end, he would blitz, and he would play. He's a taller guy. So I think that's what they're going to use Davis for. They're going to bring him inside, and they're going to keep Dax Hill on the outside with T.J. Turner. So we didn't go for a linebacker, but we went for a hybrid guy. And Al Golden is always known, I think since last time we talked a couple of weeks ago, he wants that one guy who could be a guy who could play safety, who can play. Now, it might be one of the guys that we currently have on our team besides drafting that guy. But sooner or later, we do have 2 defensive backs that are free agents next year that we have not extended yet in Dax Hill and Turner. So are they drafted for depth? Or are they drafted for people to play right away? Because in our 3rd round, they went for that wide receiver out of Georgia, Young. So, and some contracts.
So
T. Higgins' contract's up soon. Go ahead.
So why? So our 4th round pick, we select the center. Was it Auburn, maybe? But he's coming off an ACL tear. Why do you think we took a chance on him coming back? I know you said Ted Karras his contract's coming up, and we need a center for the future. But our 3rd round pick, why wouldn't we try to? Why, if we're going to draft hurt players, there is a cornerback, Jermod McCoy, out of Tennessee, who was right there. He fell all the way to the 4th round, and the Raiders scooped him up. Why wouldn't we take a flyer on him if he grades out as a 1st round draft pick, but the injury kind of hurt him? So if we're going to draft players, why not take the best cornerback in the draft, or the 2nd best cornerback in the draft?
Kind of agree with a disagreement because he said he would be out for the whole year. He needs surgery. That's what people were worried about. So Davis, our 3rd round draft pick, he was injured last year. So I think he only played 7 games, maybe.
Yep.
Then the center out of Auburn, he's coming off an ACL surgery, but he is clear or ready to practice.
Okay.
He's ready to go. So he's ready to go. And we did need depth at safe or at center because we released Matt Lee earlier this year. So that's why I think on both sides of the ball we have all of our starters already. I think they were just going for the strongest depth pieces we can. Plus, he was rated number 1 at center.
Yeah, and that a lot of the thing I did here is if he wasn't injured, he probably would have went in the 2nd round, possibly, if not the 1st round. So again,
you got to see what happens and what develops. It's as simple as that. I mean, also the Bengals are spending a lot more money this year on players. So what you're doing is you're going out to get pieces that could help you within the next 2 years.
Which you know,
Or
I
is-
think we talked about this before. Is you start looking at what the Bengals did. Yes, they could have signed Trey Hendrickson again for $31 million or 33, whatever it was. But let's look what we did instead. Instead of signing Trey Hendrickson to that big deal, we get Dexter Lawrence, we get Boy Mafe, we get Brian Cook. I know we got Kyle Dugar, and then Jonathan Allen. Right? It seems like we definitely upgraded the defensive line big time. Helped the back end that where we missed a shit ton of tackles by Geno Stone. I think if this pans out, right, I think the defense is going to be better than last year. And what do we need? What did the Bengals really need the whole fucking season? One stop, right? One stop and we win games.
Correct.
And I think I think this defense can get us that one stop if our offense can continue to perform the way it's been performing.
So go back to 5 years ago. 5 years ago, when we made that Super Bowl run with Joe. What did we do the 2 years previous, 2020 and 2021, to make it to the Super Bowl? What's the one thing we did? We signed free agents, and we actually got better on the defensive tackle, B.J. Hill, DJ Reader, defense end. We signed Trey Hendrickson. Safety, who did we get? We drafted
Von Bell and Jesse Bates.
Okay. Linebackers was. Hold on. Linebackers were
We got
Wilson,
Logan Wilson,
and Pratt.
Yep. I thought there was
Who's the
somebody else.
defensive? We signed a defensive back, Boye, out of from the Cowboys.
Aduzaway.
So you got to kind of look what the Bengals are doing. They're kind of going after people that are proven, and so the people that we just signed. You got a 3-time All-Pro Bowl defensive tackle who puts the most pressures since he's been in the league, at fucking the forefront, okay, in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
You got fucking Boye who's coming off a fucking not a great season, but off a Super Bowl win. Super Bowl person.
Well, and
you got to fucking.
He's a rotational player too, so he's not going to have all the numbers
That's fine.
you expect.
But what I'm saying is that's good. It's fine. That's the reason we drafted someone like Cassius Howe. So they went outside the comfort box with that guy because he's a lot smaller than what they usually pick for defensive end too. So then they went safety and they signed a two-time Super Bowl ring guy, Deion Branch. I said Deion Branch. So and like the safety they have. So all these people, Brian Cook, all these people that they signed have either Pro Bowls or Super Bowls under their wings. And they're veteran leaders. Now, Boye might not be the best of fucking veteran leader right here, but for his contract, that's the same contract we signed fucking with too. Hendrickson, and turned out to be a stud. 3 years, $60 million. So we signed him for. Basically, it's the same as that contract for Boye. And Jonathan Allen, him and Dexter are in the top 5 in the most pressures getting to the backfield too. Since they've both been in the league.
Yep.
So I'm giddy. I'm giddy as shit, man. But my biggest thing is I am not worried about the front 4. I'm worried about those 2 linebackers that had the worst fucking tackling ratio I've ever seen in NFL history.
So or let's go in a little bit into depth with that. Okay. So You've got DJ Turner, you got Dax Hill, and now you got that new kid,
Davis.
You got Brian Cook, and you got Jordan Battle back there, and you got your 2 linebackers. Yes, they struggled big time in tackling, but you've got a front 4. You've got Dexter Lawrence, who gets double teamed a lot. Jonathan Allen, typically gets double teamed. So you're going to have two edges coming away. So who are they going to pick up? So I will talk blue in my face at how bad Shamar Stewart was, but some of the games he got back there pretty quickly, and I mean he got lost a lot of times, but he was able to push the quarterback up a little bit. Where Slayton and BJ Hill, they just weren't able to get to the quarterback from there. But if that happens, I think, you're going to see one of our edges. I think they're going to have 14, 15 sacks this year. Or it's Dexter Lawrence is going to have a resurgence. He's going to get 6, 7 sacks because the quarterback's not going to have enough time. So the linebackers, yes, I think it'll work itself out because the help on the back end with the corner and the safeties, the front getting the pressure that we need and being able to stop the run. I think the linebacker, the reason why they didn't go linebacker is because they've such a good feeling with their front four and then the back part of their defense. And they won't need the linebackers as much just to kind of clean up shit.
Well, they're talking about restructuring. They are talking about restructuring Joe Burrow's contract. Maybe free up some money this year to maybe go for
They said
Bobby
that
Wagner
for the
or
last 2 years.
I know, but again, you're gonna need somebody.
I did hear a rumor that the Bengals were possibly going to go after Bobby Wagner after the draft. So
We'll see. I mean, even if you don't get a Bobby Wagner, you need some depth behind the players in their sophomore year. You're gonna need somebody. You know, Burke wasn't the answer. I mean, just get somebody that has some kind of fucking history of tackling or fucking, that can teach these guys, maybe help them out a little bit more, So, I mean, they're one injury away from not playing. Who else you going to throw back there? You got no depth at all. You got nothing. You're going to play with 5 defensive backs? Might as well at this point in time.
I mean, you could. I mean, I guess that's kind of why they got the big, tall, slinky cornerback because he can cover a lot more and he can break up passing because he's so lengthy.
I mean, you got 3 safeties that could probably start on any team, honestly, right now.
And I think what Seattle did is what a lot of teams are going to start mimicking. I think a lot of teams are going to go 3 safeties.
So, you're gonna have to play. You're gonna bring one of the safeties up in the box, and it might be Duger, like you said. The guy is on a 1-year contract, and he wants to prove himself. So he wants to get paid next year.
Yep.
I think I'm with you. I think they got something up their sleeve because they're all in on the next 3 years. You look at all these. You look at all these signings we got. Go ahead.
So the question of the day. Do the Bengals make the playoffs this year?
Oh, burying an injury for Joe Burrow, I think they win the fucking division. Because honestly, that offensive line for Baltimore still was not strong at all. I mean, I think Hendrickson with them, Baltimore, they got the defensive ends a little strong. They signed Calais Campbell today. He's 40 years old, but he's also a beast still going at 40 years old. Rotational piece that can get you back to the quarterback. But my thing is, I mean, they play a 3-4 defense. I've never really seen Trey play in a 3-4 defense before. So let's see how that happens. I mean, I think we win the division now, bury any major injuries. But again, it's football. You never know. So this year, what they're looking at this year, what they need to do is playoffs and at least win 1 game. That is what they're looking at. Because if you look at all the people that we got besides the veterans we signed, who are just on 1-year contracts that are cheap, but the main people that we did sign in the offseason, they're 3-year contracts. So we have a 3-year window is what they're looking at, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said before, you got 3 new fucking coaches in our division. Okay. You got one quarterback we got 2 quarterbacks guaranteed in our division. That's it. And Lamar, Shador Stewart. I'm sorry, the Browns. You wasted your time.
But to be honest with you, but the Browns always give Joe Burrow fits. That's the problem. We never
Hey Joe, man, it's not the Browns. It's fucking Myles Garrett. As simple as that. That's it. It's the only person who gives us problems.
It's that defense. The defense is still a good defense. We have trouble scoring on them, and it's ever since he was drafted there. Yeah, absolutely. Cleveland's kind of had our number to where it's been difficult to win. Baltimore lately, Pittsburgh. We'll see who their quarterback is. I know they drafted Drew Aller. They got Will Howard last year. Is Aaron Rodgers coming back for another season?
They still got Mason Rudolph.
Receiver help. They traded for a receiver, so they have Pittman and now Metcalf. So, their offense got a little bit better. So their defense is just getting old. That's the problem. They keep re-signing their older defensive stars and not replacing them. So it'll be interesting for them. To your point, Baltimore, brand new offensive line. They're going to rely on the run a lot with Derrick Henry and Lamar. I don't see that offensive line holding up, especially against now you got a Bengals front, you've got a Browns front, you got Pittsburgh's front. That offensive line is going to get destroyed just in the division.
Easily.
So, no, I'm with you. I think the Bengals make the playoffs this year. I hope we can win the division. I still think that's a toss-up on that. Hopefully we do, and we can get the first round bye. That would be great. Get playoffs, home field advantage throughout, so I can go to more games. We make the Super Bowl. I'll make Joe buy my ticket again. I'm talking about Big Joe this time.
I just want to see this sexy Dexy fucking dance all year long. That's what I want to see. This guy has a motor. He's already there and for volunteer mini camps. He's in for that. He's already here proving himself. So it's just the guy wants to go. He wants to be a beast.
Yep. And did I
yes.
go ahead and finish your thought.
No, I'm good. Go ahead.
Did you hear about what's going on with tailgating?
No.
The lot that we tailgate is closed. We would not be tailgating there this year. So
75 branch.
Yep. The city said they are taking it over now. So that's going to leave I know Longworth, they lost a lot of their spots now due to that same construction. So I don't know where all that is going to go. Are we going to have to park more in the city? I have no idea where we're going to park and tailgate this year. So,
well, your second best just got a parking pass, and maybe get hang out with him.
Who's that? Is it my bestie?
The quiet guy. Your second bestie.
My third bestie, right behind you.
I won't be going in again this year. Give it all up.
I know. No, I talked to my stepdad and the wife, and we might not go down to almost game time. We might just go right about 12 o'clock, walk over to the stadium, go in, watch the game, and leave. Or if we go down, we can go down, hang out at the banks for a little bit, drink, then walk over. So,
Joe, you got anything else you want to talk about? You got a minute. You got 1 minute left.
You got 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding, 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 ding. You are the winner.
Anything on top of your head, Joe? You good for the night?
He's got nothing.
Can you hear us, Joe?
Yeah, I can hear
You
you.
live?
Well, apparently we're going to end the show right now because Mr. Dr. B is not conversating anymore. He's been off the chain for the last 20 minutes while we were talking Bengals stuff. So great to know we have a Bengals fan sitting there.
A season ticket holder too.
I know. Not excited about Bengals, I guess.
I like wasting my money.
I mean, yeah. Me too.
Dr. B, if you're done, I'm done, brother.
All right. See you next time for another episode of Idiocracy Talk Radio.
Oh, really shoulders.
It's idiocracy, but you gon' see the value and respect though when you talk with me. So come on, baby, walk with me. It ain't a topic that the crew can't touch. Share our views and our vibe. What we hide, it ain't much. This ain't bluffs, this the crew, yeah, we got it. Share our thoughts and our views, you can't stop it. Said this ain't bluffs, it's the crew, yeah, we got it. Idiocracy, tell us what's the topic, yeah.